My dear friends, Shalom from the Holy Land. Today we're at a very unique location. It's called Omrit. Let me explain to you where we're at right now so you can appreciate what a dramatic location this is. To the west of us, right over there, are the mountains of Naphtali, one of the 12 tribes of Israel. In front of me, about 3 miles from here, is Caesarea Philippi. And then east of us, just a couple of miles, are the Golan Heights. The Golan Heights is what is known in the Bible, the Hebrew Bible, as Bashan, the bulls of Bashan. This was the tribal portion of the half-tribe of Menashe. Another thing I want to tell you is that this place was discovered some 22 years ago. And even today, almost no one knows of the existence of Omrit. So if you've been to Israel, even multiple times, don't feel bad about never seeing or even hearing about this place, because this is a place that's pretty much unique to us, to the Tour Me Up team. So whenever you come to Israel with us, you'll have this on your list. And if you, for whatever reason, cannot make it to Israel, we bring Omrit to your living room. So, here are the impressive ruins of Omrit, and I want to focus in particular on this very large structure. This was a large shrine that was built by King Herod the Great to honor Augustus Caesar. Now, this was discovered only a few years ago, but it makes perfect sense to the archaeologists as something that would have been built by King Herod. What is the reason for that? Let me explain. We're only 3 miles south of Caesarea Philippi. Caesarea Philippi was a big city with temples and shrines. But here, all of a sudden, we discovered something that's on a much greater scale than anything that we found so far at Caesarea Philippi. So clearly, there was a lot of effort brought into here. Now, the other part of the puzzle is that we discovered adjacent to here the road. And I said the road because that would have been the road to Damascus back in the ancient times. And now you add the two together and you understand the mindset of Herod to build an enormous shrine right on that very busy road to Damascus, so every person going north or coming south would stop here and honor the Caesar. And by the way, another indication for how we know that it was Herod the Great who designed it and built it. And for that, we need to focus on some of the stones that you see exactly there where I'm pointing. Notice that there is kind of a frame around them. This was the trademark of King Herod the Great. Anywhere you go in Israel and find things that were built by him, you will see the frame around the stones. Now, in order to appreciate how beautiful and impressive this was, you can see that on some of the stones, for instance over there, there's still the original stucco on the stones. So this was all covered with beautiful wall paintings, marble, and whatnot. But guys, this is not everything. There's another very important story related to Omrit, which I'm going to tell you in a moment. Please come with me. We just said that Herod built a shrine over here, and that it makes perfect sense that it would be on this busy road going to Damascus. So Jewish people or other people on their way north or coming back south will hail the Caesar. The more, the better. But I know that when you guys hear the road to Damascus, you think, and rightfully so, on something that's a lot greater than Herod. This was the place where Paul went north. And Paul, who was a zealot Jew, went north to stop the new faith. He persecuted them. Only that on this particular road to Damascus is where he had his vision. And in his vision appeared Jesus and said to him, "Paul, why are you persecuting me?" At that moment, Paul realized that Jesus is the Son of the living God, the Messiah. And he twisted everything at that moment. this was a critical moment in his life where from a persecutor, he became one of the zealots for the new faith and went preaching that everywhere. Thank you so much for joining me today. Goodbye.